I want to learn how to become a cutie mark crusader.
Really?
Because then I could get all my classmates to do me favors and stuff because I'm friends with the famous princess.
Oh, you teasing piece of... This is a rather confusing episode for me. Not the episode itself, but the reception around it. Many are calling it one of the best episodes of the season, but it's really just a meh CMC episode for me. It's not good, but it's not memorably bad. It's just sort of a forgettable episode in the middle of a great season. First I have to address the gorilla in the room. Why the buck is this episode in the middle of the season? It makes just no sense. The children are just now realizing she's a princess. This is the most linear season of MLP thus far, mostly due to having several overarching story elements. So this episode being out of order this much seems a huge stretch, with seemingly months passing since Magical Mystery Cure. It is not like the word would not have gotten out. They're quite thorough on that after all.
The Princess Twilight cometh, behold, behold.
In short, the key story element in its raw form is stupid. I'm not saying it couldn't work, but just not how it is currently presented. I came in expecting at least some form of explanation, like say the CMC were purposely building up Twilight as a celebrity, just to counter Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon, but it backfires out of control as their plans always do. Besides justifying the sudden realization, it also adds a sort of beast they create that goes out of control sort of feel to it. I'm not saying that is how it needed to happen, but at this point there needs to be some sort of excuse. Even in something like, say, a flashback that they're reliving. Playing it just straight makes the kids feel stupid, which is rather poor portrayal of children. When it comes to portraying children, I was saying, they should be portrayed as ignorant but not stupid. Children as characters in fiction need to be defined by their lack of experience with life, not their inability to process what they do understand.
What are you doing?
The first step is to strip.
Are you kidding me? You're crazy if you think I'm stripping in the snow. Back me up, Leon. Now you're naked too?
Just hurry up and do it, kid. Come on, you want to learn magic, right?
Literally reducing them to mindless zombies without justification is simply a bad portrayal. Heck, even Mysterious Ne'er-do-well had a better portrayal of this idea. Mysterious Ne'er-do-well. The children are Pinkie Pie clone level stupid in this episode at several points. These are normal children, presumably around preteen age. They should not be similar in action to clones missing half their brains. What really annoys me is Diamond Tiara's portrayal, however. Yes, she has always been sort of an evil beast, but she's not stupid. She is extremely clever and what I like to consider a supervillain in training. She is certainly smart enough to realize she does not need to befriend the CMC. She just loves to hate to visit the town librarian. This could have been forgiven more in my mind if there was been solid character progression, but alas, this is a CMC episode. The most significant progression being Sweetie can actually use magic now, because that was a thing. Hooray, she moved a broom. Look, Sweetie's character development revolves around music and her sister, and magic never really was a big deal for her, or the lack thereof. Being handicapped at what your idol is good at is Scoot's thing. Speaking of the other two, they really just continue their growth established in other episodes, though with an apparent drop in skill. However, like I said, this episode does nothing offensively bad and has a few highlights. One being all the adult characters are very memorable and portrayed pretty well, particularly Twilight. She acted both mature and quirky. Evelyn's alchemy is also a nice continuity throwback, and there's a lot of memorable comedic moments in general.
Leaning on a little thick there, aren't we, pal?
Spike made nachos.
I couldn't help it. When I don't smile in a picture, I look sad.
Aw, come on!
The nice story element was also interesting to hear Sweetie's vocal changes that have started to show themselves in Flight to the Finish.
Relax. I got this. Her new very special song pony. When I told you when you could come eyeball the princess at one of her favorite hangouts, I said only 2 or 3 of you tops. You want me to go home with you so we can do what you want to do? I just hope no one sees us.
Again, there's nothing truly bad or remarkable with this episode, it's just sort of meh. I'm still confused why it's so popular, but the only thing that really comes to mind is since it's nothing really bad by everyone's account, it's just sort of like a universal okay episode. Contrast that with Filet Vanilla, which I consider a far superior episode, both in terms of narrative structure, production values, and also characterization. But I can understand the anger that many Pinky fans felt. However, since I don't really find anything remarkable, I can only give this episode 2 out of 4. Well, till next time, keep calm and an open mind.
You keep saying the same thing over and over again. Gray, we're in public! Put your clothes back on! Now I have this weird habit 'cause of you!
Don't you blame it on me!